feel. Fine.
To Todd is based on one thing and one thing only. Money. Emotion was never part of the deal.
Until now.
It doesn't fit. I mean, how can I let myself love Star? I mean, really love her. It just gets in the way.
Yeah, those pesky feelings. That devil's called life.
You don't understand. This has never happened to me before. Never. I'm a contract wife and mommy, but this is more than a deal. I feel committed to Star for sure. And even to Todd. Oh, I know, but he needs someone to listen to him and to protect him from his own worst instincts.
Someone like you?
Well, I'm his wife.
Then you should go home to your husband and your daughter. Be a good wife.
I didn't protect Patrick any more or less than I would any other.
Where the hell you been?
You told me to get out.
I told you to leave me alone. What's the difference?
A little early to be drinking.
What are you, my wife?
This place is a wreck.
Yeah. Next time I'll let somebody else host the shooting. You know what Poetry Boy's famous last words were?
No, I was a little out of it at the time.
He said that he saved my life. And that I was going to have to live with that. Miserable Mick. Always did know how to ruin everybody's time.
Patrick was right. You will have to deal with his death.
Thank you.
But it's up to you how you choose to do that. As I see it, you have two choices.
All right, what's the first choice?
Well, you can tell me whatever it is you feel guilty
Who
about.
says I feel guilty about anything?
If you do, say because of something you might have inadvertently done to bring about Patrick's death, if that were the case, and you felt the need to clear your conscience, we could go to the police together.
What's the second choice?
Put it behind you and let it go. You want my advice? Choose plan B.
Did that come from my lawyer or the wife?
Both. Patrick's dead, Todd. Find a way to accept his parting shot and let it go. Move on. After all, it's not like you have nothing to move on to. You and I have a life to lead and a child to raise, right?
You're not answering me.
You're getting so big. You're not going to fit into this sweater anymore. And I'm not going to be able to zoom you around in the air.
It's all right, I'll just give her a ride in my plane. You taking her to the park?
Is that all right?
Yeah, it's fine, but after yesterday, there's probably a bunch of scum-sucking parasites on the front step. They're going to want to take your picture and ask you a bunch of dumb questions.
We'll go out the back way.
Don't let anybody near that kid.
Bye-bye. I never do, Mr. Manning. So did you finally get some sleep?
Yeah. I just kept having this nightmare that there was some psycho in my house trying to get to my daughter, and then I'm like, oh, well, that's not a nightmare. It really happened. You look awful.
I didn't get any sleep either. I was afraid to close. So, I was thinking about how you were feeling responsible, somehow, for Patrick's death. And I think you have the same two options that you had last night. You can tell me everything, and we can go to Bo, or you can let it go and learn to live with it.
Like I don't already have enough on my conscience.
There is one more option. I'm your lawyer. Anything you tell me is strictly confidential, so you can unload, and I can listen in a professional capacity. I will not tell a soul.
So you're asking me to trust you?
Yes.
I don't think so, Counselor. What do you want from me?
I want you to ignore the advice I gave you, that you let go of whatever it was with you and Patrick. You are totally incapable of letting anything go, as am I. Pretending that we are is not helping us.
Okay. You almost got yourself killed yesterday trying to save my daughter. And for that, I owe you.
Wait, you think I did that just for you? Sorry, pal. But I think I am in love with your little girl. Okay? At the very least, I am totally committed to her. She is part of my life now. She is part of my family now. And for better or for worse, so are you. And that means if you're in trouble, which you are, then so am I. And I am scared, Todd, because I don't know what it is that's after us, you, me, and Star. You owe me something? Then tell me what it is my family is up against.
There's nothing to say about Patrick. He's dead. Bad guys are gone. It's all over.
You still don't understand, do you? I am on your side. I want to help you, Todd, but I need to know more. And I swear to you, I will not tell anyone. I'm your lawyer. You pay me to keep your secrets. And I'm your wife. I can't be compelled to testify against you.
There's nothing for me to tell you.
Okay. Don't tell. I'll do the telling. You just tell me if I'm wrong. Let's start at ground zero. You want to hurt Patrick any way you know how. So you go digging around for something, and you find something. He was somehow involved in Lord Whiting's murder. Now, this is where I take my first big leap. And I've watched you, and I've listened. And I think you know a lot more than you've ever admitted about the Armitage bombing.
Go on.
So, knowing what you know about Lord Whiting's murder and seeing the perfect opportunity to set Patrick up, I think you might have planned the bombing on the Armitage yacht.
All right. As long as we're playing this game. Maybe it was an accident that Armitage got killed. Maybe he wasn't supposed to be anywhere near the yacht that blew up.
Well, if that's what happened, that's truly horrible.
Yeah, you got that right.
So, wait, stay with me here. Patrick has an alibi, and so all charges are dropped, but you are still determined to get him. So, the Sun keeps on the Whiting story, and you stir things up with the Armitage papers until the Irish authorities decide to reopen the Whiting case and question Patrick. Now, this is where it gets a little murky.
Well, don't stop now. It's just getting interesting.
Okay. You waited for several days for a very important phone call, as if you knew something bad was going to happen. Then one day before Patrick was questioned, two crazy gunmen come to town and start shooting everybody. I think you knew that. I think you knew that, and for some reason it was out of your control and you got scared, and that's why you wanted you, me, and Star to leave town. Obviously, you weren't fast enough. So Mahoney shows up in our living room, ready to kill you and everyone else, because you know just as much as Patrick does about the crime they committed.
You have a terrific imagination.
It's just a hypothesis. And it doesn't begin to explain why you hated Patrick as much as you did. But if it's the reason for all of this,